The golden light fell on us when we missed the holy love. A soul was touched by a calm and whipped the darkness from the heart forever. Yes, this happiness means a lot for us, and it's a beaming out of you. I will find a way, the way of hope with you. The birthday of light is a fulfilled dream. We know that the peace is here. It will give love to you and me. With its golden heart in a timeless one. You teach us everything, what you know. No limits, you open all the doors. You turn the sorrow into happiness. You teach all the people to be good. You teach them love, power, beauty and faith. One civiltà. Today, bratzo, you. The birthday of light is a fulfilled dream. We know that the peace is here. It will give love to you and me. You and me. With its golden heart, in a timeless one.
Das waren einige Bilder von Bad Hering.
This footage was shot at Bad Hering in Tyrol, and it shows Brazzo's first performance in Austria. How did it happen? As a television journalist who covers health issues, I'm always on the lookout for new drugs and treatments, the kind that really help people. While covering a congress in Vienna for an Austrian network, I accidentally met Brazzo.
Habe ich auf einem Kongress zufällig Brazzo getroffen.
Ich beschäftige mich seit über 15 Jahren mit geistigem Heilen.
I have been studying spiritual healing for 15 years and have personally met over 1,000 healers. Brazzo was invited to this Congress because I believe that he is truly special.
Eine Ausnahmeerscheinung darstellt.
Spontan hatte ich den Wunsch, diese
I wanted to make this meeting as public as possible. That was Brazzo's first television appearance. It made such an impact that I decided to invite him to Austria.
Dass ich mich entschloss, Brazzo nach Österreich zu holen.
Mogla bi svaki kamen da zagrlim, životinju divlju da ukrotim, mogla bi svako drvo da poljubim i glasno u nebo vikati. Ja živim od onog dana, od kad sam srela tebe, i živim od onog dana, kad prvi put spoznah sebe. Ja živim od tog dana, mojoj duši dao si mir, i živim od tog dana, mog života si eliksira.
I wish to thank Braco for his help with my daughter. She had bone cancer. After 2 meetings with him, the tumor disappeared.
I am amazed. I am here for the first time, and at first I was very suspicious. For the first time in my life, I saw someone's aura, and I also felt warmth throughout my body. I'm still in shock. It is fantastic.
It cannot be described. It is a feeling of such happiness, of something, how should I put it, wonderful, satisfaction, simply something divine. A pendant with the symbol of the sun, which holds a special meaning for Braco and his predecessor Ivica, is our guardian angel. It gives me strength in all kinds of situations. Wherever I go, I feel protected. Whenever I have a problem, I reach for it and I feel warmth and energy, just like here today. Today is a special day.
Why?
Primarily because he appeared outside in the open and we could see him twice. It was very nice. I focused on the light and his enormous aura, which was illuminated by sunshine from all sides.
Die Schwierigkeit ist die, dass wir natürlich derartige Dinge gerne
The problem is that we are naturally trying to find a scientific explanation for such phenomena. We cannot help but use the methods of natural science, which are actually obsolete. We wonder how he can transfer energy over distances of up to 10 meters. How can he make our health problems, whatever they are, go away? We would have to change our notion of nature and the world and create a new image of man, because there are things which cannot be described through natural sciences, which are not contained in time and space, which we cannot observe using our senses, things which are beyond all this.
Ja živim od onog dana, od kad sam srela tebe. I živim od onog dana, kad prvi put spoznah sebe. Ja živim od tog dana, moj duši dao si mir. I živim od tog dana, mog života si eliksir.
An die 2000 Menschen
Around 2,000 people came to see Braco. That was just the beginning. More space was required. The hospital building in the hall in Tirol was perfect.
Ein Autounfall vor 2 Jahren.
2 years ago, I had a serious traffic accident in Italy. My upper arm was broken and I have problem with my nerves. The doctors could not help me.
Seitdem habe ich ein Problem mit den Nerven, wo die Ärzte nicht unbedingt
I very much hope that this will help me.
Und naja, ich bin mit dem festen Willen da, dass mir das heute hilft.
My husband fell from a 10-meter height onto concrete in December. His injuries were severe and the chances for survival were slim indeed. I went to see Brazzo in January. 2 or 3 weeks later, my husband's condition started improving. He is conscious again and can sit up and talk. I am definitely going to see Brazzo next time.
Und seitdem jetzt sitzt er schon, kann schon sprechen, ist wieder voll beim Bewusstsein und kriegt schon eine leichte Therapie. Also ich werde auf jeden Fall zum nächsten Termin wieder zu ihm fahren.
Naja, ich habe zuerst einmal meine Seele gebeten, dass sie mir
First,
hilft.
I asked my soul to help me,
Und
and I
habe
was
mich bedankt
grateful for
dafür,
being
dass ich das
alive to
überhaupt
see this
erleben
day.
darf. Das war das Erste. Dann ist mir warm geworden. Ich weiß
Then
nicht, war
I
das
felt
nur-
warmth on my
Ich
face.
weiß nicht warum.
I
jedenfalls
do
ist mir
not
ein bisschen
know
warm
why,
geworden.
but I had a
Und dann ist
feeling
mir
of
zwei,
warmth on my
dreimal,
face.
Ist das Bild so
I was looking
von
directly
draußen,
into
man
his
schaut ja
face,
relativ
into his
genau
eyes.
in
The
sein
image
Gesicht,
of
in
him
seine
became
Augen, hat
blurred
sich so
and
nach
shifted a
links
few
und
times,
rechts verschoben,
and
ist
then
dann
it
wieder
became
scharf
clear
geworden, ist dann
again.
wieder unscharf geworden. Es war
It was a
eine
special
besondere
meeting.
Begegnung, ja.
Ich muss ganz ehrlich sagen, dass das so
I honestly did not
wirkt und
expect
dass da
such an
solche
effect.
Energien
I had no idea that one can
wirklich,
release
da
so much
sind.
energy.
Also hätte man gar nicht so vorgestellt.
I am
Ich
still
bin selber noch
completely
ganz, also
stunned.
von die Füße bis auf ganz benommen eigentlich, ja.
It is beautiful. I do not remember feeling so satisfied in my entire life. I am sorry I waited so long.
Now you can go home and take this beautiful experience with you. Take with you everything, everything you experienced and felt here.
Alleluia. I can sit. I can stand up.
A
historical monument in the middle of a lake. As a location for weddings, it is a place of joy. Therefore, Castle Orr, near Gmunden, was an ideal location for Brazos' next appearance.
Ivice, hvala ti za sve.
I am not ill, but I find it fascinating to experience this energy and connection with the entire universe. I would recommend to anyone who is here for the first time to stand in line and experience it. I felt a strong tingling in my body as I was climbing the stairs leading to the hall, although I had never seen him before in my life. I felt a special power immediately. I'm sure to come again.
Ja, wir werden wieder hinfahren, ja. Also zum einen habe ich Freunde mitgebracht, denen
I invited friends who I had told everything about my experience. In Bad Hering, I was spontaneously cured of a lifelong chronic illness. I'm grateful to Bratzo and Ivica from the bottom of my heart. Besides, I received a beautiful gift today. When Bratzo came down again, I saw his energy image on the wall, and in the form of a glowing, golden sun, I saw an image of Ivica. I could not believe it. I also got these beautiful flowers.
Also es war ein doppelter Segen für
They make me especially happy.
Freude und Wärme im Herzen gespürt. Und das erste Mal habe ich auch Blumen bekommen. Und noch dazu die Herzblümchen. Also das hat mich ganz besonders gefreut.
I was unusually touched. I suffer from shoulder aches. I felt a warmth in my shoulder, which is now completely relaxed. I'm amazed.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, first time. I saw him on TV and I read a book. The ache in my shoulder has completely disappeared. He really helped me. I had serious problems with my hip. I was told I would be in a wheelchair by the time I'm 30. After I saw him for the first time, the pain was gone, and I'm now a happy person. He fills me with positive energy. It is the most beautiful thing someone could wish for.
Und ja, es ist einfach das Schönste, was man sich erwarten kann.
Ich hatte Beklemmungen.
I had chest pains around the heart. It was gone instantaneously. No doubt, I can only be thankful.
Also, ich kann mich nur bedanken.
My husband drank a lot. After I saw Bratzo for the first time, he stopped. He had been sober for a year. My experience today has opened my heart. It was so moving.
Es fühlt sich so an, es ist so berührend vom Herzen her.
My heart feels like a fluttering butterfly.
Ich würde sagen, mein Herz ist wie ein Schmetterling.
In any case, it was a very intense experience today. I'm sure I will come again, although I told my mother I would not. Fantastic. I'm very impressed, really.
Ich bin ganz beeindruckt, wirklich.
Also es fühlt sich an, wie wenn ich sehr, sehr jung wäre.
I felt young again. On the other hand, the heaviness I usually feel due to many surgical operations is gone.
Hinter mir. Und mein Körper hat eigentlich sehr eine Schwere, trägt eine Schwere mit sich. Ja?
Das ist positive Energie.
It is positive energy.
Ja. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass das sozusagen...
The feeling of heaviness I used to feel in my head and glands, especially the thyroid gland, is gone. I had brain tumor which was surgically removed. I feel like my head is free.
Kopftumor gehabt, operiert, und ich habe das Gefühl, dass auch hier es frei ist jetzt. Ich fühle es frei.
Ich habe ihn im Fernsehen gesehen.
I saw Bratzo on television and thought he is something special. While here, I saw his aura. It was truly remarkable.
Also ich wünsche mir, dass es so bleibt und dass
I wish it remains and continues to develop in that direction.
Vertrauen, dass heute sehr viel für mich.
I believe that this day has brought a lot to me. I thank God and Bratzo for his intermediation. I am grateful from the bottom of my heart.
Diese Vermittlung und bin aus tiefstem Herzen dankbar.
Ich bin ganz objektiv.
I am trying to be very objective. The atmosphere is great. It seemed that Bratzo covered all with a veil of energy when he came in.
Wie rausgekommen ist, hat sich gesammelt.
He tried to reach everyone and fill them with his positive energy, and I think he succeeded.
Ein Leintuch über die Masse gelegt und hat sich bemüht, was auch meines Erachtens, meine subjektive Meinung nach, geschafft hat, dass alle in seinen Bann, im positiven Bann, mit seiner Energie durchflutet hat.
Wünschen tut sich, glaube ich, immer jeder. We all wish for the same things: inner peace and spiritual balance. Everyone here receives what he needs and what is necessary for him. Fantastic, just fantastic, great. What do you expect? Nothing. You should expect nothing. You should just let go and everything will come of its own accord.
In the
meantime, I spoke to numerous people who were healed by Brazzo. One example is Mrs. Nada Simon. She and her husband had never seen Brazzo. With a picture of his wife, he went to see Brazzo's voice. Hello, Nada. Hello. It is incredible. Did you ever think you would see me like this someday? It is incredible. I never saw you like this. I never saw myself like this. It is great that we can stand up and talk. Really great. I could not stand. I could not talk. I couldn't do anything. Great. My God. Of the 17 years I have been ill, I have spent 7 in this hospital and was declared dead 7 times.
7 schwere Jahre, 7-mal klinisch tot.
Now, thank God and Brazzo, I can walk and talk again. I can spend time with my friends. Wonderful. Really wonderful. I can stand up again. It makes me so very happy. Great.
Und wie erklären Sie sich diese Verbesserung?
How do you explain the improvement?
Eigentlich schulmedizinisch kann ich es mir gar
I cannot explain it from the standpoint of traditional medicine. Nada could never move without aid, and now she's suddenly walking.
Also es sind ja auch die Medikamente nicht wesentlich geändert worden.
The therapy has not changed much since the last time she was in hospital. I'm particularly happy because she can now talk.
She waited downstairs in her wheelchair. My son and I climbed up to see Brazzo with a picture of her. He was not there that day and we only heard his voice.
I was very sad when she was discharged. Her psychological state had become worse. She was depressed. She told me she doesn't want to live anymore if she can't talk. We filed a rehabilitation request which was denied. She told me she was going on a trip, but didn't say where.
Und dann hat sie gesagt, sie fährt weg. Sie hat mir aber nicht gesagt, wohin.
Mit welcher Begründung wurde denn
Why was the request denied?
Abgelehnt. Wurde abgelehnt,
It was denied because the doctor in charge thought there was no possibility of improvement.
Dort zuständigen Arzt in Sicht war.
When I returned to Nada, she said she felt twitching and pain in her right leg and arm while we were up.
Angefangen, die rechte Fuß und rechte Hand zum Zucken und wehtan.
And after that you returned to your relatives?
It was a Friday. After that, we went to stay with our relatives because we were told that Brazzo will be back on Monday.
Und da sind wir bei Verwandten geblieben. Und am Sonntag in der Früh, sie hat auch am Samstag nicht
When I woke up on Sunday, Nada was already dressed. I used to help her get dressed. She told me she could smell coffee from the kitchen.
Und da hat sie gesagt, die Schwägerin tut schon Kaffee kochen, ich riecht es. Und sie ist dann rausgegangen von dem Zimmer.
She went out of the room and walked about 10 meters to the kitchen, greeted her sister-in-law and started talking normally.
Das war ein Sonntag in der Früh.
How did people around her react?
Everyone was beside themselves and couldn't believe it. They shouted and cried with joy. After 17 years, she was walking without crutches. You cannot imagine the feeling. I cannot describe how I felt.
I was deeply moved by how much good one look from Brazzo could do. I am grateful and glad to have witnessed it, and I wish for as many people as possible to experience that kind of joy.
The golden light fell on us when we missed the holy love. A soul was touched by a calm and whipped the darkness from the heart forever. Yes, this happiness means a lot for us. It's a beaming out of you. I will find a way, the way of hope with you. The birthday of light is a fulfilled dream. We know that the peace is here. It will give love to you and me, with its golden heart in a timeless one. You teach us everything, what you know, no limits, you open all the doors. You turn the sorrow into happiness. You teach all the people to be good. You teach them love, power, beauty and faith. One civiltà, today Brazzo you. The birthday of light is a fulfilled dream. We know that the peace is here. It will give love to you and me. You and me. With its golden heart, in a timeless one. The birthday of light, is a fulfilled dream. We know that. The peace is here. It will give love to